Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
What's up, everybody? I'm Michael.
This is Cleve.
And welcome to an exciting episode of Friendship. What are the podcasts that dares to ask? You couldn't just stay away from us, you dirty girl.
Yeah, we're back.
You just keep coming back.
More bad
So many more bad reviews. Yep.
12 more.
You guys wanted more video game bad review guessing. And so we're here. We're here to talk more bad reviews about video games that became movies.
Round 2.
And if you're tired of hearing Michael constantly say Sonic the Hedgehog, too bad. It's going to be my guess every time.
Because I didn't give it to him last time. And back.
All right, what do we got, Cleve?
All right, let's just crack it
Yeah,
open.
let's jump on in that bad boy.
May 2023, we gave this 2 stars. Honestly, I remember almost nothing about this movie other than the steel armor looking plastic. The storyline was twisted around so much, and it was so hard to continue following the existing plotline from games. The acting was meh, and the CGI, which people praise, was actually quite bad. Good CGI is not noticeable because it blends in. Bad CGI is noticeable because it does not. They should have made a whole thing CGI, or put more work into the CGI and make it look more realistic. Regardless, the whole thing is entirely forgettable. I saw a trailer for the film today and thought it was a second movie. The second movie was coming out, only to realize it was the trailer for the first, and I clean forgot everything in it.
Is it the Warcraft film? I don't disagree. It was the most unforgettable movie I think I've ever watched. I couldn't tell you a single thing about it. Forgettable, I'm sorry. I genuinely couldn't tell you a single thing about the movie, and I watched it, I think, in theaters. I was excited for it.
I had no interest in it.
No.
Whatsoever.
It was rough. That's 1 point for Michael.
Boom! Starting off strong.
You know what we need is a Gears of War movie. Why does that not come out?
It's a lot of CGI. So much CGI and blood splatter. That's rated R for sure.
Oh, 100%. On board for it.
Okay.
Apparently, there's going to be a Minecraft movie.
I heard.
That's...
Jack Black's on board.
All right.
Because why not? You know what?
I can't blindly say so am I, because I did that with The Rock for a long time and we saw what happened.
God, please don't you say those things about Jack Black. Don't you say those things. August of 2015.
How many more Kung Fu Pandas can we get? I'm over it. 2 was...
I assume he's friends with, because this is the second movie they've done together.
2 was enough.
I didn't mind.
It was fine. Well, it was fine.
I don't remember the third one.
The third one was fine, but like we could have cut it off in 2, and like that could have been just a really successful franchise that exists. Much like
you know
Shrek.
What? I think 4 could have. Well, from what my understanding of the story, 4 could have been 3, and I would have been okay with it. Like finding a successor. Yeah, that feels good. All right, August 2015, 1.5 stars. Blah. This was bad. I thought the dialogue between the characters was so bland, boring, and pretty much bad. The script was your typical Disney with thrown in comedic one-liners like they do all their movies. It just fell flat. Pretty disappointed in this. Michael's racking his brain trying
This is not a single Disney movie. Like it's fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's Sonic the Hedgehog. The second review,
what?
June 2020, 2 stars. Oh, look, Mr. Moist conned some movie director into thinking he was Persian.
Prince Persia.
Yeah, it's the Prince of Persia job.
It was Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
It was Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, that one was not great either. That was Disney. That was Disney. What the hell am I doing?
Fucking just throwing Sonic the Hedgehog.
I was like racking my brain like there's not a Disney fucking video game adaptation. And it was just staring me in the face. God dang Ubisoft.
All right. Mark on October 1st, 2023 gave this a half a star. Great humor, good action scenes, but not close to the video. I have a second.
Not close to the video game. Hear me out. Old tried but true. Read it one more time for me.
Great humor and good action scenes, but not close to the video game.
The Mario Brothers movie.
It was not the Mario Brothers movie. Next review. Charles, really in July of 2023, gave it 1 star. He was very upset. The acting was so bad I couldn't watch the whole thing.
You sure it's not the Mario
Totally Brothers overacting. Jokes were not funny. Copying other story ideas, and the story really wasn't good or funny. It's sad because it was a good idea, but they ruined
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Thank God. I wanted to guess it the first time, but I was so scared.
I know. That's why I yelled at you about it. We're patent time, all right?
Dang it. Sonic the Hedgehog
audio, the whole thing. I didn't mind the first one. Unfortunately, it is associated with an actor who I think is a garbage monster.
James Marsden, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to see an apology. He's not dead. To me, but I need to see one.
He's dead to us. But not John Ralphio, right? He didn't do anything wrong yet.
No, he's great. He's great. He's a great guy. I think.
I got run over by a Lexus.
Did you see that video where there were like a comic they spoiled Avengers for him and he fell apart?
No.
Either he spoiled it for someone or someone spoiled it for him. And it was just the other person was just shattered. They were like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Anyway, Brenton D, January 2023, gave this a half a star, Michael. That's the lowest you can get without.
Did you say Britain like the country?
Brenton.
Oh, okay. Brenton like the douchebag. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there you go. I had been told that this was the best movie made based on a video game.
Oh, absolutely.
But it was absolute garbage. If you had any part creating this bum sludge, just know that your mother is disappointed in you.
He is British. Bum sludge. Nobody types the word bum sludge out.
If you want to keep it PG,
this is the animated Super Mario movie.
It is not the animated.
Shut the fuck. What? The best video game adaptation? Who's telling this man lies out there?
Right, because there's like 2 backs.
Right.
Matt Y, January 2023, gave this a half star too.
Yeah.
Get ready for another one. Absolute bloody rubbish.
Oh my!
I had to sit through this shite because it's what my wife wants. Seriously thought about jumping off a faith rock multiple times and really annoyed that I cannot get any of the hour and a half of lost life back ever. Still thinking about this hose pipe to my exhaust system. When the internet crashed and we momentarily lost the feed, I honestly thought Mother Mary had come to save me. This show is just crap. Bottom line crap. in my honest opinion, there's not enough bleach in the world to clean
Jesus Christ.
the world from this rubbish. Dull. Now combine those two.
Yeah.
You tell me the movie.
In the Name of the King, which I don't know what that game's based, like what game that's based off of, but apparently it is.
Get it together.
What is it?
This is obviously the best movie made based on a video game.
The Emoji Movie.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh, that's not even on here. Why is that not on here? That was a thing that happened. It was not good.
It was not good.
It was rough.
The things you're saying are correct things you're saying.
You know what I can't wait for is Borderlands to come out, because I know it's going to just absolutely ruin everybody's lives.
What is it?
Borderlands?
Oh.
People are going to be so sad about it.
Something just so fucking... Yeah, I know. Nobody's
excited about this.
But you know what? Maybe it might not be bad.
We didn't really enjoy the game, so like maybe we'll actually do the movie.
One review for this one. Ready?
Oh no,
Frank W.
One shot.
Back in July 2021, gave it a half. About as bad as a movie can be.
Yeah.
It was worse than my low expectations. I expected cheesy dialogue and mindless entertainment, but was at least hoping for some decent action. It has some of the worst fight scenes I've ever seen in any movie. Some are ridiculously short and anticlimactic at best. The CGI is ridiculously outdated. I saw Henson puppets with higher quality when I was a kid growing up in the 80s. It's a total waste of time to watch this movie. You might as well go play blank for 90 minutes if you are feeling nostalgic.
I'm gonna say
there's a lot of information in there. That's why you only get one review.
There's a lot of information.
There's dates. There's some descriptions of scenes or types of scenes.
I'm gonna say Doom. Your audio cut out.
It is not Doom.
Oh man.
It is the first Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh. The CGI is rough. I've always stood by this. Like Scorpion's thing coming out of his hand never.
And then
good.
Reptile was in that one too, right?
Right, the reptile thing was weird. Aside from that,
well, and I think I do agree with like the fights being like
a roller coaster. Yeah.
Well, some are like really
some
short,
really fast,
some of them are like really long. I don't disagree with the review.
I don't disagree, but I think it was a better movie.
Liked it.
I got credit for Lou waking up sweaty, screaming "No" was probably my favorite part.
It did give me one of the greatest lines I still sometimes say, which is "Your soul is mine."
One of the best lines of all time.
So good.
So good. When Johnny Cage puts his sunglasses on and then does the splits and punches Goro in the crotch.
Right in the crotch. As all people should get punched.
Just speed bags on the old bean bag. God.
And then the second movie came and he's like, "None of this."
Yeah. That's where we're at, guys.
Nah. Gotta go, guys.
Where we're at.
That's a wrap for Cage. You know when a lot of people didn't return? Like,
it's awkward.
And I was at an age too where I didn't notice it as well necessarily.
Oh, 100%.
Like, this guy looks different.
Yeah.
This guy looks real different.
Like maybe he just had a good workout period.
Remember the terrible Raiden? Whoever played Raiden second, I remember his name.
God, no idea.
Just the worst. Anyway. Ralph G, back in May of 2024, gave this a half a star. You get 2 reviews for this one.
Okay.
Uninspired and way too exaggerated to be interesting. At the same time, repeating things that had been done 1,000 times. Stuff like this was new when Indiana Jones was young.
I'm literally staring at the fact that Assassin's Creed is on my list and I somehow skipped it 17 times. My guess is Uncharted.
It is Uncharted.
Definitely the Indiana Jones kind of felt like he gave it away.
Yeah. Well, this next one was just because neither of us saw this movie.
No, so Mark Wahlberg's in this one too.
Yeah, he has to play the old man. Oh my God! Did you never see the? So there's an interview where they had been talking about doing Uncharted, and apparently they'd been talking to him, like, "Hey, what is this idea?" And then when they finally came to him, they're like, "Hey, we actually want you to play his partner, Sully, and not Drake. Sorry, you're gonna play the old man now." And he was hurt, which is great. The next review was, they just ruined one of the greatest video games. Awful casting. And I feel like I just watched Spider-Man.
I feel like I just watched Spider-Man.
If I combine those two and you didn't get it, there was just no hope for you, you know?
Because of Tom Holland, I got you.
Yeah. You're part of it. All right, next movie. Rami A, back in April of 2024, gave this 1 star. Movie title is Just That Friend Who's Only Your Friend Because You Have a Computer. There are 2 other reviews.
That's a review?
Robert P, in August of 2021, gave this 1 star and said, title, which is a take off of a computer game, shows just how lousy a movie can be made.
Doom. I can't not say Doom.
It is Doom. And then Death Sonic back in 2024, March of star and said the FPS scene is the only cool thing in the film.
Yes. I think there's also a scene where they're and it maybe this is Resident Evil, so you'll have to correct me if you remember the scene as well. They're in a hallway where these lasers are just fucking coming down, like a defense mechanism, and it's the lasers are going to cut whatever it touches, and these people are trying to get out, and then it just fucking like slices into somebody. I remember that scene. I enjoyed it.
I also have to ask you, are you sure you're not thinking? I'm pretty sure that too.
Say it again.
I said, I do have to ask, are you sure you're not thinking Resident Evil? Because that happened there also.
Resident Evil? That definitely could have been it. I think.
I don't doubt
that's
that.
I think that's what I said. I think I said it was either Doom or Resident Evil. I said another movie, but yeah, like it definitely was in something. I can't remember what it was in.
Okay.
It definitely sounds like Resident Evil now.
Again, I don't doubt that it wasn't in both. I can't remember it in Doom necessarily, but I don't doubt that it wasn't.
I just remember The Rock constantly, like, and like my peripheral.
Because you close your eyes and like,
yeah, he's the Babadook.
Yeah. All right. Three reviews. The first one is not gonna help you tons. I'm not even going to bother watching this. 0 out of 10.
Oh, not even gonna watch it?
And then bombed it with a half a star review.
I'm gonna say that's definitely the live action Mario Brothers movie.
Tis not. YB in September of 2023 gave us a half a star and said, in case you're the only person alive who doesn't already know, this is the worst film ever made.
You sure it wasn't my first guess? Do you want to re-look at your... I'm just curious if you want to look at it again. The worst... Monster Hunter. It didn't do well.
Monster Hunter. Lori T in July of 2023 gave it a half and said, I remember going into the movie happy and sober, watching this in theaters with no expectations. I left feeling high and drunk and wanted to.
I mean, not to be redundant and to beat a dead horse, but I am willing to guess one more time the Super Mario's live action film just to make sure you're not reading the wrong movie on accident.
No, I'm not. This is actual the movie Cats the Musical. Idris Elba is also in
like
this
Cats
movie.
the Musical so many times, and I forgot this fucking bit enough to where I stopped fucking guessing it.
If you remember, Idris Elba both plays this and Knuckles from the Sonic the Hedgehog, which is based on. I felt like it was closely enough connected. CGI in both of them. One, I'm actually proud of him, and then one, I'll give him. It's very strange. It's a very strange feeling that Idris Elba.
You hit me with cats, huh? You hit me with cats. That third review is 100% how it might have been my review. I don't remember who he said it was. It might have been me.
That'd have been funny if I just read you your reviews back. God, that'd be just the best. But I'm almost positive you've never put it
accurate. I'm not trying to bring down the movie industry. They couldn't handle my words.
Wendy K on October of 2023 gave us half a star. Sometimes the date helps.
Half a star just feels like so, like, just give him 1 star. Half a star's like a lot.
Well, here's the line. Not the worst movie ever.
Oh, definitely not half star.
But there has certainly never been an adaptation that hated its own source material more. Not even Avatar: The Last Airbender in 2010 tried this hard to violate their characters with this amount of vitriol.
Look, you guys are gonna get tired of me guessing this movie, but there's no way it's not fucking Mario Brothers, the live action film.
Live action Mario.
Like, I defend this movie to my core, but I'm telling you now, I don't disagree that they looked at the source material and like, do we have to though? Do we have to do that? Bob Hoskins was drunk the entire time, guys.
The next 2 reviews were absurd story, not even close to the original story, horrible effects. And then should have this one was June of 2023. It said should have waited 30 years to see the anime.
They tried something, okay? It didn't necessarily land. It didn't land.
Underestimated sentence about
it didn't
ever.
land.
It didn't land. It didn't make it. It didn't make it to the airport.
It had its moments that I liked.
Was that when Toad was turned into a Goomba that was actually more
the harmonica? It was
the
so
little
good.
T-Rex Yoshi. I almost give him a pass on that one. Like, okay, what do you do? I guess make him big enough to ride, right? Maybe.
Well, he just got born, though.
Well, then I need him fat and chubby and small.
We didn't even give him a chance to come out with a sequel, Cleve. We just shut it down in the beginning.
You know what? Fucking AI Bob, and we'll make it happen. I know John's interested. He was upset that there was no Latinos in the second one, in the animated one or whatever he complained about. Next movie.
AI Bob Hoskins is also drunk the entire time.
He has to be. So you know what? That's for him. That's for him.
Say what you want, but he was in a movie where there was talking bullets, and one of them like just did the whole fucking hand to mouth Native American thing. It was real racist.
Forgot about that.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah, when he puts the fucking bullet in there and it says something about go get him, chief.
I watched the YouTube video. I'm just gonna say who they played. I'm terrible with their names. Um, Winnie the Pooh, Yakko, and Goofy.
Yeah.
I was about an hour, and I was glued to it. And the guy that does Winnie the Pooh said that he was like bullet number 2, and he had this whole scene with Bob, and it was great. And he got his 2 minutes. He was making them laugh. They were hanging out. Cut it. Like,
I'm gonna take a
and he was
swing at a
like,
guess.
"That
I
was
think
it."
it's Jim Cummings.
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
randomly, I think that's like the one I know.
I remembered his first name. I couldn't remember his last name, and then the other two, I apologize
tell
because
you.
they're great and I love them, but cannot remember their names.
I've
to
seen the
save
one
my life.
that does Yakko live in concert once, but
He apparently it's like an Animaniacs Live thing.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Neat.
I bet.
It was
I can't recommend watching the video enough. I found out that the United States Canada that whole song. There was a guy working on Batman the Animated Series that wanted to work on Animaniacs, and they were like, "Write something up for us. We'll see if we like it and how it feels, and we'll let you know if we can bring you on or not." And that was the fucking song he auditioned. Like, way to fucking. I worry how you did the rest of the thing, because if that was your
stuck the landing.
opener,
Yeah.
what do you do from there? It's
right.
like I bought you a car when you turned 10, and now what do I do when you turn 16? Anyhow, back to bad movie reviews. Not just one of the worst video game adaptations ever, but simply one of the worst movies ever. Did I do Super Mario twice? I don't know.
I know that Alone in the Dark was significantly terrible, but do I know that Cleve chose this movie? Is the question.
Is there any fun in Alone in the Dark?
Oh, it was. I accidentally. This is so stupid. I accidentally bought it from Blockbuster when Blockbuster was going out of business, and I looked up a trailer for it because I was like, I don't know what this is. I looked up a trailer for it, and I was like, I don't need to watch this, and put it in the garbage.
You accidentally bought it, or did you just buy it because it was on sale?
No, I accidentally bought it. Like, it was I grabbed a stack of ones I had picked out. This one somehow made its way in. I did not select this one. And I got home, I was like, I don't know what that is. Pulled up the trailer for it, was like, this can go in the garbage.
Nice.
So that's
there is a second review. It is not all.
Okay.
Sahun with 3 O's. Back in November of 2023, gave 1 star. And it says, this is an unnecessary sequel that carries on the bad 80s action writing, 90s visual effects, and mediocre acting, and doesn't seem to want to improve on any of it. It does rely on not perfect visual effects for the final fight too hard. You should miss this film if you can.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
It is Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I don't know that directly aligns with the game, but it didn't feel right on it.
It was the worst film of all time. Film in general. And I've watched so many bad things.
You know what I always think about? The guy that played Jax, because I never saw that man again. But
and it's really unfortunate because like
everybody gets a copy.
It's really unfortunate because like that storyline I could have been on board with. Like I think we could have had more Jax.
Oh, what do you do? What do you do with it? It was like, here's the thing. I recently watched Godzilla -1, and it made me appreciate how they used to the old Godzilla movies, because they made it look good, but they didn't have this. They made it work with what they had, angles and costumes.
We talk about Jurassic Park all the time.
Yeah, and so you put that Liu Kang dragon out, and what did you want from us? You gave us Reptile, and we said, I'm gonna let it go. It was like 5 minutes. I'm gonna let it go.
It was such a weird scene. In the first film when they did the Reptile, it was real odd. I'm gonna come to their defense one time for Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I think, and this movie being at least a decade newer than Mortal Kombat Annihilation, the Scorpion King's animation was similar, if not worse, than Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
I don't know if that's a defense.
I don't know. I just want that fact to be out there.
You put two movies in a category, and I'm saying yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You get it. You understand. What you got for me?
Okay. April 2024, 1.5 stars. Just something only for little kids. Nothing special. It's all review.
The Super Mario animated film.
It is a Super Mario film.
You know what? When I first watched it, I was hyped. The second time I watched it, I was like, this is okay. This is definitely not like it is a one-time run for me, and then for the rest, it's just my child constantly watching it.
The next review was a set of incoherent actions with almost no plot whatsoever.
Fair. Yeah, that's about
There's
it.
No development. There's no. But that's not what it's for, right? Anyway, the last review was this movie was awful. The plot sucks. The quality is awful. And everything made no sense. It's awful. How movie producers can get away with some stupid plot like this? How did you just suddenly assassinate me out of nowhere? I don't know what that sentence means. That makes no sense. The movie just sucks. Wanted my money back, but they didn't give it back. So I burned down the theater. 0 out of 10 movie. Would not recommend.
What was the name of this reviewer?
X myself.
Don't make that face. Jizz Lord. I mean,
Plussy T. PLUSSY T. The last initial.
That checks out.
Now you're seeing the face I made.
That checks out.
And now you're like, oh, okay, my bad.
Here's the thing, like it wasn't.
It didn't suck. It didn't look bad.
It didn't suck. I actually kind of thought. Pretty. I thought the plot of like Bowser just wanting to be loved, and like that was the whole gimmick behind like why he kept capturing Peach. Like that's funny because it's very similar to not Wonder. What's the other one that came out before Wonder? Mario. The one where he throws the hat, Cappy.
Oh, Odyssey.
It's very Odyssey. Like that is the purpose. Like that is the plot in Odyssey is that he's trying to marry Peach. Oh, I mean, it followed a plot. It just, again, when I say like it's not for me, it's more of just like it is definitely like a repetitive.
Yeah, there was nobody. I guess Luigi grew the most as any character.
Yeah,
and he was in 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, I also just really can't stand Chris Pratt.
That's mean. Maybe 20 minutes. He was maybe in 20 minutes of the movie.
Chris Pratt's voice acting is just it's just him. Oh. He's just Chris Pratt.
You mean you can't call it Chris Pratt voice acting. You just have to say Chris Pratt is talking.
I was telling you, I saw him do an interview where he's like, when I talk like Mario, I do this, and it was almost the equivalent of him just going like this as he's speaking. He's like, "Hey, I'm Mario, and I'm gonna go get some coins." And it's like it's just his voice.
Yeah, it's a fucking Lego man.
Yeah, but when I'm Emmett, the Lego, I talk like this. I'm Emmett the Lego. Or when I'm Garfield, I talk like this. I'm Garfield the cat. I'm like, hey, fuck you, Chris.
Tina talks like this.
You dick.
Tina talks like this.
That is the same energy. You're right. I know you said that last time.
Yeah, it's never be funny because That's exactly what he's doing.
100%.
I need to find that and edit it together. And
anyways, what's the next one?
So I can get 3 likes. The last one.
Last one.
Okay, Donnie in October of 2023 gave it a half a star. File this under forgettable. The mid 2000s weren't exactly a great era for action movies in general, and this one still managed to be a standout bad. There is one other review. The timeline should help you, unless you like super cheat, and then probably definitely gonna help
you. Blood Rain.
It's not Blood Rain. John in September of 2022 gave it a half star. And it said, movie title, The Love Story, should have been the title. Did the writers ever play the game?
Oops. The Love Story? Is this Dead or Alive?
It is not Dead or
Alive. Love Story? I'm looking at all these films, and even if I look at just the 2000s, which based off of the conversation, that's what it would assume it is. I don't know, man. Postal, which didn't even release here.
No, this is actually the movie Theodore Rex. No, I'm just kidding. It's Hitman. It's the movie Hitman.
Damn it. I remember guessing Hitman and thinking that it had already been selected. But I wasn't thinking about Hitman again. Fuck. Was that movie good? Was that Timothy Olyphant?
You're asking me some things.
It was Timothy Olyphant. Was the movie good?
I'm gonna say no.
Well, don't base it off of his review. It made 101 million.
I remember seeing the first one. Wait. Okay, I put Hitman and it gave me Hit Spaceman, which is not what I needed.
Hitman. Oh, was this 47? This is Hitman 47?
No, it's just the Hitman movie.
Okay, this is the first one. I mean,
that was Timothy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus, look at him now.
I know. But like, how do you fuck that one up? I just always assumed it was a good movie, but like, didn't really care enough to want to watch it because it's not my
Letterboxd gave it a 2.4 out of 5. Rotten Tomato gave it a 16%. IMDb gave it a 6.2 out of 10. And IMDb's reviews are usually a bit more generous.
Yeah.
The audience, the tomato meter is at 16%, and the audience is at 57.
Jeez.
But what's crazy is it got a sequel, didn't it?
Yeah. 47. What's the sequel to it?
So how does it do this? It must have done well in the box office.
It did 101 million. Which isn't terrible.
Yeah. I guess it depends on what it started with.
Yeah. Who knows, guys? That's wild. Let us know how you guys did on this, because I think I fucking killed it, other than maybe Hitman. Hitman was rough. I never in a million years was guessing Hitman. Let us know down below what you guys got out of 12. I think it was 12, right?
Yes, it was 12.
Thank you for hanging out with
Cats.
us.
That's what I want.
Cats, the fucking musical. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Make sure you check out us on all of our social medias. It is Friendship Supreme. We also have episodes posting once a week here, and a ton of other extra content coming out all the time. Cleve's working his butt off over there, trying to get you all the best content he can possibly do. He's a Disney boy. He's a Pokemon boy. Sometimes he puts his feet in sandwiches. Whatever you want, really. But thanks for hanging out with us. I've been Michael.
This is Cleve. And it's me, Chris Pratt Mario.